I want to shift focus. There's a massive controversy that's erupted over Karnataka government's decision to withdraw cases against members of a radical Muslim organization, the Popular Front of India, and also the Karnataka Forum for Dignity. The Karnataka cabinet has decided to drop 175 cases filed against 1,614 persons, and this relates to communal violence in this state. In 2010, communal clashes had taken place in Shivmoga and Hassan after a translation of Bangladeshi writer Taslima Nasreen's work were published in a Kannada daily. Now, the state law minister T.B. Jayachandra says that cabinet approved the recommendation of the cabinet subcommittee on withdrawal of cases. The cabinet also decided to withdraw cases against 214 people who took part in unlawful assembly in Mysuru. The opposition BJP has attacked the government for this decision. The BJP has alleged that the Congress is trying to strengthen its minority vote bank in the state at the expense of security and communal harmony. I want to bring in India Today's Rohini Swami for the latest in the story. Rohini, what is Siddaramaiah government's excuse or explanation to withdraw cases against those allegedly involved in communal violence in Karnataka?
Well, Gaurav, my interaction with the Karnataka's Home Minister, Mr. K.J. George, he was saying that they have decided to drop the cases against people who were involved in what was called Section 144, who have been arrested under that. Section 144 being if the people, especially when they clamp that in certain areas and they're found walking in groups, or if there's any communal violence and they do impose that, and if they're violated, they are arrested. He says that minor cases against people who have been time and again been arrested for minor cases against them are being dropped. And yes, the opposition is alleging that they're doing this so that they can get minority votes, because as of now, as we speak, the Gram Panchayat polls are taking place in Karnataka, and they're looking at possibly that being a move so that they can garner as many votes as possible. That is what the opposition is saying. But the government, Siddaramaiah's government, is saying that they had taken a report, they had sought a report from the Home Ministry, they sought a report from the police, and the police also, though they did say in their reports that people who are involved in attempted murder, or other serious cases should not be dropped against them. Their cases have not been dropped against them. Only people who are involved in minor cases. 1,600 people, their names have been cleared as of now. The argument is as of now that the minor cases, they have not repeated it, so they need. But yes, there is a political angle to it, there is a political twist to it, and that is very clear. Why? And the timing also is important, Gaurav. Why now?
Okay, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. Now, leader of opposition in Andhra Pradesh, Jagan Mohan Reddy, is beginning a two-day protest in Mangalagiri today to highlight alleged failings of the TDP government. The YSR Congress alleges that poll promises made by the TDP have not been fulfilled and that Naidu's policies are anti-farmer. The opposition also claims that land acquisition from farmers for building the state capital is actually turning into a real estate business. The Chandrababu Naidu government will mark its 1 year of rule by laying the foundation stone for a new capital on the 6th of June. As Lalu-Nitish alliance in Bihar seems far from sight, the Congress boss Sonia Gandhi has now stepped in. Sources have told India Today that Sonia Gandhi has agreed to mediate between Lalu and Nitish to seal a deal in the Janta Parivar for assembly elections later this year. India Today has learned that the Congress president is in favor of a grand alliance against the Narendra Modi-led BJP. Sonia Gandhi wants Nitish Kumar to be projected as the chief ministerial candidate of the Janta Parivar. The RJD and the JDU are currently at loggerheads over who the chief ministerial candidate will be in this alliance. The JDU insists it should be Nitish Kumar. The RJD wants the chief minister's name to be decided only after election results. The issue of chief ministerial candidate has become a sticking point in the finalization of the alliance between the JDU and the RJD, both sides refusing to blink.
वार्ता दोनों पार्टी के नेताओं के बीच वार्ता चल रही है, अभी तक कंक्लूड नहीं हुआ है। अंतिम फाइनल पर लोग नहीं पहुंचे हैं, लेकिन बातचीत चल रही है। अच्छा, ये टेबल पर बात जब नेता लोग जुटेंगे सो होंगे कि आसमानी फायर होगा, कोई वो आसमान में वो बोलेगा, उन्हें से वो बोलेगा, इससे नहीं ना बात। टेबल पर ना जो कुछ भी निर्णय होगा।
नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व को तो सब लोगों ने समर्थन दिया है। ये सवाल, नया सवाल कहाँ गया? नया सवाल तो ये है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को कैसे परास्त किया जाए, इसकी रणनीति के लिए गठबंधन बन रही है और इस गठबंधन मजबूत होगी। और नीतीश कुमार जी का समावेशी विकास, सब लोगों को बीच एक विश्वास का वातावरण और बिहार की प्रगति को जो आगे बढ़ाने का काम किया, बिहार की जनता के साथ साथ देश की जनता नीतीश कुमार के नेतृत्व में लोगों का विश्वास व्यक्त है।
We'll continue to track that story closely coming up on the other side.